I'm Captain Brewer with Pasco County Fire Rescue. Today we're going to be talking about lockout tagout systems. Specifically for this instance, we're going to be talking about the lockout tagout for the elevators. The first thing you want to do when we have an elevator incident, specifically a rescue, we want to secure the power to the system. In order to do that, every engine unit will be getting a lockout tagout kit, and to do that, you're going to kill the main power on the elevator system. There's going to be multiple boxes in here, but the main power is the one you want to kill. The smaller one that might be the cab lights and the fart fan or the exhaust fan on the elevator is going to keep ventilation for the people trapped inside. So you don't want to kill the power to that one. We're going to use one of our tagout systems. We have multiple systems in the box that we can use, but today we're going to utilize the 5.1. We're going to lock this out. Every engine is going to have specifically keyed locks. Then you're going to lock it up in here. If you have more than one company responding to the incident, every engine will lock it out with their own lock. So that was the first engine that came in. Let's say I'm the second crew that arrives. We're going to lock it out with ours. That captain will retain the key. And if multiple units arrive and we run out of spots, we can expand it using another part of the system. So we would put our lock there, and we have multiple locks that we can use. Okay, we've moved inside to a separate panel just to show and demonstrate the use of a couple more tools that are in the lockout tagout kit. We have a single breaker lockout and we have a double breaker lockout. I'm going to demonstrate those and show you how that you can either lock on or off a breaker. In most cases, we're going to be locking breakers in the off position, but these can be flipped either way to be able to secure the breaker. This device has a screw pad on there, so you're going to place this over the breaker that you want to secure. You're going to tighten it down with the thumb screw, and once it's tight, you will close this down, and you can see that it takes a little bit of pressure, and now that breaker cannot go left or right. You will then take your cable lock, you will take the cable out, drop it through, and secure it. That way that cannot be unlocked or taken off. At this time, you would use one of the tags marked with a grease marker. You would secure this with a zip tie so that they know who locked that out. The following people that no one else can add to this system. You would just have to only have the one person, the one crew members lock this out. This is the double. It's operated in the same way. You just operate the thumb screw until it bites down onto the breaker, and when you close this, it secures it. And again, you drop your cable lock through here and mark it with a tag.
I'm Larry Whitten with Pasco County Fire Rescue Truck 1. Today we're going to go over fire ground operations of the elevator. We're going to use phase 1 and phase 2. A couple things you need to be aware of before you make enter into the elevator. If you're in a high rise, you need to stop every 5 floors, check for smoke, water flow. Anything above the 7th floor, you're going to take the elevator. Anything below that, you can take the stairs. So we're going to start with phase 1. Get your key, put it in here, turn it to on. It's going to illuminate the fire helmet and bring all the elevators down to the first floor. Doors are going to open. All right, once we've stepped inside the elevator, we need to switch it to phase 2. You're going to put the same key in here, open the box up, put your key into the lock here, switch it over to on. Now you're in phase 2. The key's locked in there. If for some reason this helmet's flashing, you're going to have an imminent loss of power. You need to get out of the elevator and not use it. So once it's in phase 2, in order to close the doors, you have to press and hold the button for it to close. While you're operating the elevator, you think about maybe putting somebody in the truck, maybe a driver or somebody that just is here to run the elevator. So now the doors are closed, you can let off and select the floor that you want. We're going to go up to 2. Once we get to the 2nd floor, I'm going to have to press and hold the open door button. What you want to do is open it just for a couple seconds, get a view. If there's any smoke conditions or fire conditions, then obviously you want to shut the door and go down. So once you let off, the door is automatically shut. And we're going to go over taking out of phase 2 and phase 1 operation. Once the operation is complete, we're going to return the elevator to service. So you're going to come over here, take this out, switch it back to off, and remove the key. That takes it out of phase 2. Now we're going to step outside and take it out of phase 1, put it back in service for normal use. In order to manipulate the door, you need your elevator key, your drop key. In our area, we have the Miami key, which is a half moon, and this drop key. We're going to show you how that works. You put the key through, feel it drop, and then roll it one way or the other, and it'll open the door for you. So once we got the door open, we're going to wedge it with an axe, and then you can manipulate the hardware to get into the car here by pressing this. On behalf of Captain Brewer and myself, we'd like to thank you guys for watching our video.
One more thing we'd like to add, if you have trouble recalling the car to the floor that you can extricate the victims from, upgrade the call to a special operations. Truck 1 or Squad 1 has specialized training and the tools to be able to extricate the victims from the car.